Good morning, all. So we have seen classification of vowels. Three criteria we have seen about vowels. That is position of the lips. That is first one. Position of the lips. On this basis, we can have two classification: rounded and unrounded vowels. That is, when we round the lips, when we pronounce a vowel, we can call it a rounded vowel. When the lips are spread, when we pronounce a vowel, we can call it an unrounded vowel. U is a rounded vowel because we round the lips. A is an unrounded vowel because we spread the lips. On the another level, we can have front vowel, back vowel, and central vowel. Front vowel in the sense that front of the tongue is raised towards that alveolar ridge. Front of the tongue raised. There is a gap between the alveolar ridge and this front of the tongue for the air to escape through continuously and freely. So when we pronounce this vowel, front of the tongue is raised. When we pronounce a back vowel, back of the tongue is raised. When we pronounce a central vowel, center of the tongue is raised towards that hard palate and soft palate in between that. Back of the tongue is raised towards soft palate when we pronounce a back vowel. Now, another vowel we can have open vowel, closed vowel, half open vowel, half closed vowel. So why it is open vowel? That means the distance between the tongue and the roof of the mouth is very high. That is large. That is, the tongue is far away from the roof of the mouth. We can call it open vowel. The tongue is somewhat close to the roof of the mouth. We can call it closed vowel. Then the tongue is in between close and half, but nearer to close, we can call half close. In between open and close, nearer to open, we can call half open vowels. We have drawn the vowel diagram, the position of the lips, and I have explained yesterday, that is about all these things. Now, we can describe a vowel. That is on the basis we have studied. Whether it is rounded or unrounded, or it is looking at the position of the tongue, back, front, back, or this central, or the height which the tongue is raised. That is, we can have one vowel rounded, front rounded, or unrounded, or the front, that is, we can part of the tongue raised. Front close unrounded. Front close, that we can study later. That is not later, but today itself. Before that, we can have this cardinal vowel. Cardinal vowels. These cardinal vowels are specially selected vowels that can be used as points of reference for the vowels of other languages. Cardinal vowels do not belong to any particular language. These vowels do not belong to a particular language, but these vowels can be used as a point of reference for them to describe the other vowels of the vowels of other language. That is the point here. Not the vowels of any particular language. So we don't know exactly what is the pronunciation of these vowels. So these can be used as a points of reference for the vowels of other languages. Here there is two things here. Not belonging to a particular language. That is, these vowels, cardinal vowels, can be used as points of reference to other vowels of other languages. Now, we can see the tongue position of the cardinal vowels and what are the 8. There are 8 cardinal vowels. These 8 cardinal vowels are, first, the term is introduced by A.M. Bell. A.M. Bell, who introduces the term. There are so many, there is 8 cardinal vowels introduced by some, but the most satisfactory one, accepted one, is 8 cardinal vowels by Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has written a book on pronunciation, and also he has written a dictionary, English pronouncing dictionary. So the term was introduced by A.M. Bell. The term cardinal vowel was introduced by A.M. Bell. And so many others also introduced these vowels. But the most satisfactory and accepted one is devised by Daniel Jones. 8 cardinal vowels devised by Daniel Jones. Now we can see what are the 8 cardinal vowels. For that we have to draw the diagram, the vowel diagram or the tongue position of the, what we have done yesterday. Try to practice drawing this diagram. This is the tongue position. Suppose this is the tongue. So it is raised. Here it is front, central, back. Front vowel, back vowel, central vowel. These are all front. This side is all front, this side is all back, this is central. Then it is close, it is open. Here, open, close. So this is half close. This is half open. Half close. Half open. So this is the vowel diagram showing the tongue position of the vowels here. That is, when we pronounce a closed vowel, the tongue is, suppose here is that, suppose this is the roof of the mouth, the line, roof of the mouth. That is, tongue is close to the roof of the mouth, this position. When it is in this position, the tongue is far away from the roof of the mouth. Far away from this roof of the mouth. So, half close, that is in between close and open, but nearer to half close. Half open, nearer to open. And this is front of the tongue is raised to pronounce this vowel. Back of the tongue is raised to pronounce this vowel. Central part of the tongue is raised to pronounce this vowel. That is also the case that this open and half open. Now we can see, I am going to erase. We have to draw the vowels here. I think you know. So cardinal vowel number 1, it is, this is the cardinal number, vowel number 1, somewhat E. This is the number one vowel. 8 vowels are there by Daniel Jones, devised by Daniel Jones. It may be E. We don't know correct pronunciation of this. Number 2, that is it is a front vowel and it is a close vowel. That is the second vowel is somewhat A. Then third vowel is this one. This is unfamiliar to us. We only know this girl, the vowel in girl. That is what we know. But it is unfamiliar. We don't know what is the correct pronunciation of this vowel here. Then the fourth vowel, this is just like this vowel is this fourth vowel. Then 5, 6, 7, 8 from this down. So remember this, you have to answer the paragraph question on cardinal vowels. You have to draw the diagram. Then this describe it. Then it is the fifth vowel. It is the fifth vowel. It may be same, not so same, but there may be similarity between these two vowels. This is sixth vowel, O, our O in English. Then it is the seventh vowel. Again, it may be in relation to this. Then it may be the eighth vowel is U, our U here. So these are the 8 cardinal vowels. You have to draw the diagram and mark these lines, draw the lines, position of the tongues, front, central, back, then close, half close, half open, open. So write all those like this. Then central. There are no central vowels in cardinal vowel diagram here. No central vowels. Only front and back. Close, half open and open vowels. 8 vowels are there. So these 8 vowels are points of reference to other vowels. So we can say that take 1 or 2 English vowels. That is, when we take the English vowel E, it may be somewhere here. That is only we can say. It may be somewhere here. E, English vowel E is somewhere here. Then English vowel U, it may be near this, that is, it may be here or somewhere here. Only say that it is near the 8th vowel. E is near the number 1 cardinal vowel and U is near this number 8 vowel. That is only we can say that. We don't know correct pronunciation of these vowels. So these vowels, so that is we can describe the point. It's a point of reference. So when we put this E here, English E here, it may be near. So that is the points of reference, point of reference. Here, who is somewhere near that 8 cardinal vowel, that is the point of reference. So remember that cardinal vowel term was first of all mentioned by Alex. There is A.M. Bell. Then there are so many. There is some writers have pointed out systems of various cardinal vowels, but the satisfactory system was devised by Daniel Jones. You have to note all this down when such a paragraph question is asked, who introduced the term and who devised it. So satisfactory system is Daniel Jones. Now we can have, that is this how to describe this or 3-term label for these vowels. We have seen 3-term label for consonants. Voiced bilabial plosive. B is a voiced bilabial plosive. In the same manner, we need not use voiced because all the vowels are voiced. In the same of consonants, vowel, there is some consonants are voiceless, others are voiced. But in the case of vowels, all vowels are voiced. So we need not mention the term voiced. Don't mention that. But we can have other terms. That is a front vowel or back vowel or central vowel or half close, half open, open, close, and rounded or unrounded. So we can have this one. This maybe we can call it as a front, close, unrounded. Front vowel, it is front, it is close because it is very close, the position is close here. It is the roof of the mouth, front, close, unrounded. That is, the lips are spread. Then A, we can call it A for convenience. This is front. All these are front. It is half close and also unrounded. Front, half close, unrounded. Then this one, third one, it is also front, half open and unrounded. Front, half open, unrounded. Here this one is front, that is open, unrounded. Front, open, unrounded. So here fifth one, that is it is back, open position, back open, unrounded. So next one, sixth one, back half close rounded. It is like O. Back, it is half open, rounded. This back half close rounded. This is back close rounded. So that's very easy when you draw the diagram and mark these vowels, then it is very easy to describe it. So when a paragraph question on cardinal vowels is asked, you have to mention all these things. I have given you the notes. That is, draw the diagram and say that it is points of the reference, not a particular, is not belonging to particular language, and it is introduced by A.M. Bell, devised by this satisfactory system by Daniel Jones. Then show this, and each vowel, describe each vowels by 3-term labels. Now, next one is we can place the English 12 vowels somewhere here in this diagram. I am erasing all these things. Then we can put the English vowel. This is close, half close, half open. This is open. This is close, half close, half open. This is open. Now look carefully where I put the vowels of English. There is the first one somewhere here. This is E. This is not E but E. This is E here. E is somewhere here. So we can call it front, close, unrounded. U, O, these are all rounded vowels. Others are unrounded. So there is. Then we can have E here. That is somewhere here. That is E. E here. Half close here. Front, half close, unrounded. E. Then we can have A. Somewhere here. That is A is front, half open, unrounded. Front, this is front, this is half open, this is unrounded. Then next one we can have somewhere here. That is man. The vowel in man. What may be this? These are all front, open, unrounded. Front, open, unrounded. Then we can have this one. Arm. Arm. A-R-M, arm. Here we can have this here. But maybe this, it is back. All these are back. Back open. Is also unrounded. Then we can have next one is O. This is O. Back half open, rounded. Back half open, rounded. Then we can have U. U here. There is a back half close, rounded. Back half close, rounded. Then we can have, this is U. U, back close, rounded. Back close, rounded. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 more remain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I have left 1. Yes, this is 1 here. Then one more, there is this is O. There is a back open, rounded. O, U. So we can have 9. 3 more remaining. These are central vowels. These 3 are central vowels. That is, one is somewhere here. This is cup, the vowel in cup. Here, somewhere here. This is a vowel in cup. So the central vowel. Then one is here. That is father, about, along. There is this vowel here. Then we can have the vowel in girl. Girl. So we can have 12 English vowels. Tongue position of English vowels. We can describe or in 3-term label all these 12 vowels. As I have said, there is this is half open, central, half open, unrounded. Only these 4 are rounded vowels. Then others are spread, or that is unrounded. So here this is half open, unrounded. This also half open, central, half open, unrounded. This is near to half close. This is central, half close, unrounded. So we can call this is E is front, close, unrounded. This is E is front, half close, unrounded. This is A, that is front, half open, unrounded. Here A, vowel in man, that is front, open, unrounded. Here it is back, open, unrounded. This is O, that is back, open, rounded. This is O, all, that is back, half open, rounded. This is U, back, half close, rounded. This is U, back, close, rounded. So these are all back vowels. These are all front vowels. These are all central vowels. This is in cup. That is central, half open, unrounded. Here central, half open, unrounded. Here this is central, half close, unrounded. So these are the cardinal vowels, and how we can put the English vowels in this diagram. So look at the position, tongue position, go through it carefully, and you must bear in mind these two cardinal vowels that may be asked. So thank you. We can have in the next class diphthongs. I have given you that three-term labels of these English vowels and also the cardinal vowels. Go through it clearly. So how it is explained. So thank you very much.